Hi, welcome to the program. Karen is joining with us to discuss about intelligence today. Karen, tell us about yourself. Who is Karen?
Hi, Mr. Taraka. So I'm actually a medical professional. I studied to be a doctor, but due to my health, I was unable to pursue that career.
Mhm.
So after that, I got interested in teaching because even during my medical days, I was doing these volunteering teaching for underprivileged children.
Mhm.
So when I came to Sri Lanka after my studies, I got together with my dad and he has established a school here, so I was helping him take care of that, and that got me interested in exploring mental health, so I
Mhm.
took that as my master's.
Mhm. How long have you been working as a mental health professional?
Just about 2 years, so because I only started my master's 2 years ago, so
Mhm.
during that time I've been interning with my university and also being helping the children in my school
Mhm.
uh, regarding mental health.
So, what's the best part of being a mental health professional?
It's amazing. It's amazing how we can help people, how we can, in a non-invasive manner, how we
Mhm.
can help them to overcome their hurdles. And the best part about uh, being a mental health professional, especially a counseling psychologist,
Mhm.
we are not forcing anything on the client, on the person, on the individual. Basically, we are asking them to find out what they want to do and how they want to make changes to improve their life. So it's really a great experience for me.
Mhm. So, what was your childhood ambition? You thought of becoming a doctor when you were small?
Yes, yes, that was. And I mean, if my health allows it, I would still want to pursue it.
Mhm.
But I've taken a good interest in mental health and being a psychologist, so I don't think I'll let it go for now.
Mhm. So, let's get into the topic for today, intelligence. So, what's the meaning of intelligence?
So intelligence is basically the ability to get knowledge and then utilize it in life. So that is what intelligence is in a nutshell.
So, how to test it?
Testing intelligence. So here I would like to talk a little bit about how people misunderstand intelligence, because
Mhm.
I don't think a lot of people know that there are a proper and researched and tested methods to test intelligence.
Mhm.
For example, these days, parents, they end up thinking that if the child performs well in school, then the child is intelligent.
Mhm.
So if a child is getting hundreds or A's in his school, then he is an intelligent child. But unfortunately, that is not the only way to assess a child's intelligence. So as a psychologist, we have a lot of aptitude tests and intelligence tests that have been created and trialed and tested for these individuals to actually participate and take these tests
Mhm.
and to quantify their intelligence.
Mhm. Uh, so, what are the types of intelligence we can identify?
There are various. So if you talk in terms of psychology, there's not just one categorization for intelligence. There are so many scientists and so many psychologists who have come up with various different categorization for intelligence. However, I think my favorite is Gardner's classification because it's quite broad and it allows room for a lot of children and a lot of adults to fall into an intelligent category. So Gardner's, it basically has, I think, around 8 classifications, types of intelligence, and it ranges from being musically talented, or being logically talented, or just being a very outdoorsy person. So all these different various types of things could make a person intelligent. I mean, for example, if you're going to take academically, if you're going to give a child a book to read, and if that child reads that book perfectly, if he is then considered intelligent, so should a child who reads music be considered intelligent.
How to identify the intelligence of a child? How we can get to know whether this child is intelligent, what kind of intelligence this child is having?
So basically, what kind of intelligence a child has, I think that comes with us looking at the child and like observing the child.
Mhm.
And we should be able to identify, if you take a classroom, for example, we can very visibly see a child who is able to pick up on the academic performance or academic tests or the subjects that are being taught academically. And then there will be those children who do well in sports and not so well in their studies. Then there will be those who do well in other extracurricular activities. So I think it is a way of just observing and identifying. But even so, there are no, as to my knowledge, there are no intelligence tests that test for each type of intelligence. So, for example, if a person is a very sportive person, there is no intelligence test to test this person to see if he's intelligent in sports. However, there are very generalized intelligence tests which test you to see if this person has the ability to acquire knowledge, whether it is studies, whether it is knowledge regarding sports, or whether it's knowledge regarding music, whether the person has the ability to acquire that and then also be able to utilize it in his day-to-day life.
So before we finishing up the interview today, so what kind of a message you can leave with the audience?
I think the one thing that I would like to give as a person who's been in the education field now for a few years,
Mhm.
I think the one message that I want to give people, especially to the Asian people, is they label children these days according to academic performance. So if a child performs well, like I told you, the child is known as intelligent. But if a child is more interested in sports, then he's not intelligent.
Hmm.
That is not fair. That is not right. Parents and teachers and others should encourage a child to find out what he is good at and make him intelligent in what he is good at. So I think that is the advice that I'd give. Do not resort only to categorize a child as intelligent using academic performance, but to see how well he or she is doing in everything else that he or she does.
Okay, thank you, Karen, for your contribution and time. So we hope to see you again in our future articles as well to talk more about in depth in this subject. So until that, take care and goodbye.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tarka. It was good to talk to you.